let alone, ah, don't do it a lot. Oh, wait, what do I want to say? Yeah. Lights, camera, action. Let's go. So, in the previous episodes, we discussed about masculinity and alpha men and all that. So some men are not faithful and all that. We've never actually talked about the woman's point of view. What do women actually want? What do you think?
It's interesting you brought that up. That is probably a part that was missing in the other video. There are women who cheat. There are men who cheat. Talking about women, why do women cheat though? If a woman at the time of getting married, they were crazy in love with each other, reach a point where the man starts taking the woman for granted. I don't have to stay in shape. I don't have to look good. I don't have to smell good. Slowly what happens is women don't find their partners as desirable as they used to be. They don't really adore the person. They don't crave for their man as much as they used to. It
Does this apply for the man also?
applies both ways. A man spends 10 hours at work, comes back home, and the woman expects him to give her undivided attention. But for women who don't work, they probably would have gone out shopping, would have spent a lot of time with their friends, and then finally, when the man comes home, she says, "Hey, you know what? Spend time with me now." He would have been going out, wearing the best clothes, looking the best, and then the husband comes home. Now she's in her home wear. The whole day, she was out there for everyone else to see her at her best. And the man who is actually the one that she should be displaying it for, he gets to see probably not the best. But putting that aside, talking about men, what are men doing? Are they taking care of themselves? I have heard way too many men say this, that I don't need to go to the gym. I don't need to dress a certain way. I don't need to impress anyone because I'm married. Does that mean that once you're married, then you don't have to work for it? You know how in politics, every 4 or 5 years, you face a challenge where people get to decide if you continue or not. In marriages, every few years, they should be able to decide, do I really want to continue with this man? Men are not adding any value to themselves. You can't even blame women for being attracted to more desirable men. Are you adding value to your life? When you go out with your wife, you go out to a restaurant, are you still pulling the chair out for your lady? How many husbands would open the door of the car? When you go on your first date, you put your best behavior. If you really bother to do that for the first date to impress your lady, continue doing that. Because for all you know, you could lose her any day. Because if you think that she's going to be there forever, that's you taking her for granted. Please don't do that. Because there are men out there who are way more desirable. And then what's going to happen? You're going to sit there and cry talking about how they have cheated on you. If they have cheated on you, the reason for that, you didn't bring your A game because you thought you didn't have to.
I have a question. Women taking advantage of the word rights and avoiding accountability, or men are inclined to the word culture and they are oppressing their wives.
Men are hypocrites. A man is all right going out and doing whatever he wants to, but at the same time, he would never want his wife to do that. Now, I'm not talking about every man out there. I'm talking about men out there who want to be married and want to be in relationships. There are men who are not built to be in relationships. I am talking about men who are designed to be married, designed to be with a partner, with a girlfriend, with a wife, who just can't be by themselves, alone and lonely. For those men, they either need to be surrounded by family, friends, girlfriend, wife, partner. They need somebody. But then there are men out there who are meant to be single. In reality, no one is built to be in serious relationships. But there are men and women out there who are just not happy by themselves. In order to avoid loneliness, in order to have somebody to share your success with. See, having said this, also you got to remember that men and women are actually created to find a good partner. So there are women, when they see a man, they're not looking at a man saying, oh, you know what, he's probably on the surface level, they think he's rich and he's this and he's that. But deep down, as a woman, your hormones are telling you, I can make a wonderful kid with him. A man looks at a woman and says, she has the ability to make a baby for me,
And to be a perfect mother.
to be a exactly perfect mother. They are not looking. Men are not looking for the perfect wife. You take 100 men out there who are married, and you ask them, what is the benefit of being married? Majority of them will tell you the benefit of being a father. The reason why they got married is so that they can have a kid. Love is the reason they got married initially. But once they got married, the love dies down. And the kid is what holds them together for the rest of their life now.
So you're saying a lot of people get married because of love, and then towards the end, they forget that, like, they got married because of love. And then they start becoming a mom and a dad instead of a husband and a wife.
The father and the mother all of a sudden realizes that they started the relationship as husband and wife, and now they don't have that relationship anymore. All they have is a father and a mother relationship. So it's a dad and a mom living in the same house. And that made perfect sense because the kid was there. But without a kid, a dad and a mom makes no sense.
A broken house.
On the first date is women take it too seriously. That the man is okay to listen, and she starts talking a lot more than what's required. He kept interrupting. He was just busy telling me about the houses he has and the cars that he has. He was really not bothered to listen to me. I don't think I want to go on a second date.